I wanted to get your opinion on some comments made by Dana White. Says he's talking about Tom Aspinall. He's working his way up. He's climbing up the ladder, and everyone's like, he deserves this. He deserves that. He doesn't deserve anything.
Okay. I think Dana's wrong. Because this is when Dana puts him in the position of, I'm going to give you an interim title shot. And he did that with Pavlovich against Aspinall. Mm-hmm. What does that mean when you win that? What does it mean? In every other damn time that there's been the interim champion, okay, other than Tony Ferguson winning the interim championship and then Khabib being out and he fights Justin Gaethje, who ends up winning the interim championship. When you have that win as the interim champion, normally what's your next fight?
The champion.
Fighting the champ.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you can sit there and say whatever you want. The champ is John Jones, but Dana is dead set on hooking up this fight between John Jones and Stipe for whatever reason it is that he's considering this special, you know. But it should be Tom Aspinall gets that shot at John Jones. He's the interim champ, and John Jones is the undisputed champ. It's supposed to be that's who gets the shot, not someone sitting on the outside like Stipe, who hasn't had a win in a while.
Did you see the Tom Aspinall comments about Stipe? He said Tom Aspinall calls for Stipe Miocic to be Joe Biden from the John Jones title fight. That's kind of rich coming from a guy from the UK.
Yeah, well, I don't think that Stipe is having any problems with his ability to be lucid. I think he can still talk. I think he can still move. I think he can climb a flight of stairs without falling down.
Yep.
And I'm not going to say anything about being at events where things don't look too good and he's running off stage. But
searching for a hand to shake.
Tom Aspinall has done everything that's been asked of him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just be honest.
He's won fights impressively.
Oh my God.
We haven't seen heavyweights like that for a while.
It's funny when you think about it. And Dana's sitting here and whatever. Dana's got his reason. Okay? I don't know it. You don't know it, but he's got his reason. Mm-hmm. He knows what he's doing and he knows why he wants to do it that way. But you take a look and you go, who in the heavyweight division right now is more impressive? I mean, there's nobody as impressive as Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is beating everyone, most of them in the first round. Most of them, it's all stoppages now. I mean, that's what you want. That's what you're looking for. That's what you want to say. This dude just annihilates everyone, and you've got him. But right now he's on the John Jones train, and that's why he's talking John up. I don't blame him for talking John up, but his talk about John being the pound for pound, it's hard to be pound for pound when you're not fighting.
Yeah.
If you want to say that John Jones is the greatest mixed martial arts fighter you've ever seen, I'm okay with that. That's not a bold statement. That's not something where you're stepping way outside of. It is easy to say that John Jones is the best mixed martial artist that's ever stepped into a ring or cage. Okay? It's something that you could actually have, good validation. But to sit there and say that he's the best right now, I'm not too sure about that. Age has a way of taking everything away from us.
Yeah, I mean, he can make a run at heavyweight only because heavyweights are slower. They're not as athletic. Sure, you're going to get some good athletes in there, but John is just a superior athlete to any of the heavyweights that are there. Tom Aspinall is right there, but I'm not. Yeah. If I talk actual real athleticism, John probably going to outrun him. John going to probably be able to, out dunk him, out throw the football. He's going to be more of an overall well-rounded athlete. Tom Aspinall is probably going to be very good in one or two things, but not in terms of athleticism. It's going to be John Jones in the overall. But look, there was also a comment made. So someone said, like, fun fact, this was a dig at John. But John came back with a very slight, like a very slick comment back. The fan or whatever, Noah Anderson 03 goes, fun fact, John wasn't playing. He thought that was his wife. So I don't know what that meant. I didn't see what it was regards to. But then John replies back, fun fact, after this year, John Jones will never have to work again. Retired at the age of 37, winning. That's what he said. So but I'm saying, that being said, do you feel like all this like prop John Jones up by Dana White is to kind of entice John to stick around after the Stipe fight? Look, I'm going to go ahead. I told you I'm going to give you the Stipe fight. And all Dana does anytime the heavyweight division is brought up is he is slurping up John Jones. And I understand John Jones is the greatest combat sport in UFC history. Okay. And maybe in combat sports history. But I feel like Dana has a way sometimes of saying how that guy's the greatest ever to try to like make not just himself believe it, because that's how he was with Brock Lesnar, saying how Brock was going to destroy Cain Velasquez.
Oh, dude.
And how did that turn out?
I'll never forget the conversation with that. I go, you think Brock's going to win?
Yeah.
I was shocked.
And so, but that's my thing is that I feel like Dana, when the boss is talking very highly of you, that you'll see fighters sometimes, oh, you know what, maybe I still got it, maybe I can be there, and I'll just do this, I'll fight one more fight for you because you've been nice to me. We see it all the time. Fighters will do one more thing for Dana White because Dana White gave me a Mustang, or Dana White said something nice about me on Twitter. We see it all the time. It's happened so many times. In this scenario, like John, I think plans on leaving after the Stipe fight. There's got to be something very enticing for him to come back to fight Tom Aspinall. He's done everything.
I'll tell you what, you look at, when it comes to fighting, John's very intelligent. And I think at this point, John is in that position where he still looks at himself as undefeated. Okay.
Which he's not.
Yeah, he's undefeated as far as guys beating him. The only guy that's ever beaten him is Steve Mazzagatti.
Well, he lost. That's it. That's all that matters. There's the one on
he got disqualified, but it wasn't the fighter that beat him.
It's the one on the record, John.
It doesn't matter. Still not the fighter that beat him. No fighter has beaten him. So you take a look and you go, John is now in that position. John is now in that position. He's kind of looking at it like, hey, why am I going to take this chance against this guy when this guy has got certain elements to him that have always presented problems to John Jones in fights. Yeah. John does well against guys that are shorter than him, compact, guys like Cormier. John, with his length, he's able to do exactly what he wants. When it comes to someone that can match his size, he's always had a little bit of problems. Mm-hmm. Not that he hasn't gotten by him, but he's had problems. So this guy's not only younger, he's not only probably faster, maybe stronger. Why am I going to even go there?
Yeah, it's a little concerning. If I'm John Jones, I'm taking my Stipe Miocic fight, who's considered to be the best heavyweight of all time, which I think he's right up there. I just think in the prime of Cain.
Stop.
The prime of Cain.
Not even close.
I think Cain would have beat him.
There's a guy named Fedor.
I didn't look. Fedor never fought in the UFC. Like John.
No, he didn't fight.
You can't compare the two.
Excuse me. What did you say?
You can't compare the two.
You said the best. He's considered the best heavyweight of all time.
I said he's considered one of the best.
You said
no. He's the best in the UFC.
George, I want you to verify. Did he say that he's the best?
I said one of the
best heavyweights of all time.
George, I said one of the best.
You didn't say anything about in the UFC.
Miss McCarthy was right about you. You do have selective hearing. I'm gonna go. Look, I can't wait to get her on the podcast one of these days.
I do not ever want to put anything bad about Stipe.
No, he's a great
fantastic fighter and a great guy.